guys, Foxfire 2008. Still working on the Accords. I hope you liked the last video. It was my experimentational video just to see if I could get the iPod in a fixed state so I could show you guys what it is I'm doing. What I'm going to show you guys next is the pieces that I'm going to be cleaning and then primering for the cords. So those are the pieces in the next step. And these here are the brakes, and what I did was drill some holes in them just to give it a little bit more detail. And these are the ones for the Accord. These I had already painted a while back, but that's what it would look like. I might actually paint them over again, maybe not with the airbrush but by hand, because there's some spots there that still need more attention to them. So that's what I'm going to be doing next, and I'll see you in the next clip. Here are the Castro Accord decals, and I have it inside of a Ziploc bag, but on the outside I'm taping up masking tape over the red decals, because I'm going to tape this to the window where the sun shines through, and what the sun is supposed to do is kind of bleach out some of the yellowing on the white decals. So that's why I'm doing that. I don't want it to bleach out any more of the red. But that's another tip I heard from I know I read it online somewhere. Somebody mentioned it and I looked it up. But that's what I'm doing with this. Alright guys, here are the parts already primered up. I'm doing them all in bulk, pretty much following the instructions, whatever they're asking for, and the pieces that need to be applied to the kit. And I'm just cleaning them up and primering them, getting them ready. And the next step, I'm gonna paint them all up. So those are some of the pieces, not all of the pieces. I still have the brakes and everything else that I need to primer up, but I don't have enough space here. And this primer, let me show you. That primer works really good, and for $1.58, that's not bad. Really good primer. Check it out. They sell it at Walmart. I got it for Walmart for $1.58. Good primer. Okay, enough with the primer. Let's talk about a different primer. This one is called Bullseye. It's a white primer, and the reason I'm showing that one is because of the spoon. I don't have enough of the matte white for the two cars, the Pia and the Jax Accord. They both ask for actually they both ask for a different type of white, but this is the only one I got. And I had this one from when we painted our fence back in our old house, and I still have a full can. So what I did with the spoon is, after I sprayed it with the primer and let that dry, I sprayed it with the Bullseye, which is this one here. So now tomorrow what I'm gonna do is spray the other half of the spoon. I'm gonna mask the white area now and spray the matte white, just so I can have a side-by-side comparison. Now once those two colors are fully dried, I'm gonna spray it with the with the enamel clear to see what it's gonna look like. So we'll see that soon. See you in the next clip. So there, here I have the pieces already painted. I painted them with the airbrush. This is kind of looks the same as the actual plastic, but you know, it's actually painted. Not only am I painting the pieces, I'm also getting practice with my airbrush, because it's been a while since I've used it, but it looks pretty good. And then also the chassis, I did get to paint it on the underneath side, and I also painted it black on the inside. But looking at the instructions, those pieces that are exposed there need to be painted silver, like a chrome silver. So I should have painted them silver first, then the black over that, but I didn't see it in time, so I'm gonna have to do it backwards. It's always paint the light colors first, then the darker colors. But I didn't notice that until I started looking over the instructions a little bit more carefully, which I should have done in the first place. And I missed a spot. Alright guys, see you in the next clip. Hey guys, I already got the chassis painted up with the silver. And there were some spots where I messed up. You can tell right there, I kind of had to brush off some of the bubbles that had formed. And then I went back in and I resprayed it. And then there's parts where I didn't mask enough and the paint bled through, but I don't know if I'm gonna do this with the Castrol Accord, because that car is also asking for these parts here to be painted silver, and that part there, I got it with the paint, the silver paint, it bled through. And considering all the masking tape I used to do it, I'm surprised that some of that got through. But I might not do it with the Castrol Accord. I might just leave it as is and just leave this one as is also. I mean, touch up that little spot there because I have black paint. But other than that, it's okay. I'll leave it like that. And I didn't use the chrome silver. What I did was I used this, the Tamiya. I used the TS17, the gloss aluminum. That's what I sprayed it. That's the color you're looking at here. It's pretty good. But like I said, I might only leave this one. This is the Pia Accord. I'll leave that one like this, and I won't try to mask the other ones. Alright guys, see you in the next clip. Alright guys, I already got the brakes painted up with the chrome silver. It's a X11, and on the back part here was the last thing I painted. It was the airbrush was like spitting out the paint, more than likely because of the weather. It's been raining for the past 2 days. So these next parts that I'm gonna paint, which is the caliper and this middle part here, I'm gonna be painting them by hand. So it's asking for X11 and X12. X11 is a chrome silver and X12 is the gold leaf. But when you mix those two together, it gives you this color here, which is titanium gold. So I'm going to be using that for that color. And the XF16, which is flat aluminum, I'm going to replace that with X32 titanium silver. They both look pretty good. Here's that's the gold color there, titanium gold. And this is the titanium silver. So I'm going to be using those to paint those pieces there. This one here, this is the Jax Accord. No, this is the Pia Accord. And it's only asking for the caliper to be painted in the gold color, and the center part of the brake to be painted in the aluminum. But now the Jax and the Castrol Accord ask for the center part to be also painted in the gold color, and then the little lip area around the gold part to be painted in the flat aluminum. So I'm gonna have to be painting that by hand because I don't want to mess it up with the airbrush. I don't know for what reason the airbrush is not working the way it should be. It's like spitting out the paint rather than just blowing it out. So I will see you in the next clip. Alright guys, I already got the brakes painted up. These are the front brakes. That's the gold, and the calipers are already painted. And you can see the chrome silver, the luster, that shiny on the rotor. And I don't know if you could tell that I painted the inner lip with the titanium silver. It's a little bit more dull. Yeah, you can see it there. So that's the Jax and the Castrol Accord. the Pia Accord, I looked over the instructions again, and it says that the rear brakes have a gunmetal to them. So I painted that gunmetal. You can see it there. And then these here, oops, those are the front brakes for the Jax Accord. See how they asked for a different color for the metal disc? That's the titanium silver. You can't really see it in this light. Let me see. No. There you go. You can barely see it. So those are the brakes already painted. Now I just need to paint two more of these. Well, this one and two others. That same gold and that same titanium silver. And they'll all be ready to be glued together on the chassis, and then I can start moving into the body, or the interior actually. Start doing up the cockpits and the roll cage and everything else on all three Accords. Alright guys, I will see you in the next clip. Alright guys, I'm already putting all the pieces in together, starting to glue them in place. And this is what it should look like. That's the entire front end completed, minus the tires. And it was a bit of a pain because you got to do a lot of test fitting before you start gluing it. And that Tamiya thin cement, it takes its time for it to glue. So you got to be really patient with it. But that's one car already completed in the front end. I still gotta start doing the rear and putting everything together. So I decided that with the paints that I have to paint the two Accords, I'm gonna stick with the Tamiya brand. So more than likely what would happen is I will start working on a different car, the Skyline. More than likely the GTR. I'll finish that one up because I do have the paints for that. And in the meantime, I'm gonna save up some money and go to my hobby store and pick up the Tamiya spray cans that I'm gonna need to finish painting the Accords. Because from what you guys have said before, it's better to stick with the same brand of paints. That way you don't like mix and match. So if I stay with Tamiya, I gotta get their clears, and then I gotta get all the other paints that I'm gonna need to complete it. I don't want to get a poor result by using a paint that's, you know, used as a primer, and then spraying lacquer clear over it, and then it starts turning yellow, or it flakes off, or gives me like a weird effect that I'm not gonna be satisfied with, and then the whole project, all three projects, will just go down the drain. So I'm gonna take my time with these. I'm gonna get all the stuff that I need, all the paints that I'm gonna require for it. So if you see me slow it down with the Accords, it's because I'm waiting for them to either come in the mail, or I'm waiting for my cash to pick up so I can go to the hobby store and pick those up. Alright guys, I will see you in the next clip. And here are the chassis with everything else that's already on them. This one here is a Jax Accord, and looking at it in the instructions, they ask for that piece there, which is this black one here, to be painted in a X18, which is semi-gloss black, but the rest of the chassis is white. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe that's a mistake on Tamiya, or maybe the car is actually like that. It kind of does give it a good contrast as far as the, you know, the white chassis with the black gas tank. So it's okay, but I mean, if you guys decide on painting that piece there white also, that's fine. I mean, I didn't think about it until way after I had already painted it. But I might have actually painted it white, but it's okay now. So those are the pieces that are complete. In the next video, you're going to see me start on 5, which is a doing the rear suspension and getting all that stuff started, and then jumping into the cockpit area, the roll cage, and all that stuff. So until then, guys, I was working on the Accords since the 21st, and today is still technically the 30th. So I'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye.